Yeah, music is more than sound.
I hope you're all doing fine. There's something I hear often from artists, and maybe you have said this yourself before. I would do more, but I don't have the money. Oh, I don't want to just jump over that and act like it's nothing, because I fully understand it. Money can make things easier, right? Money can open doors faster, and money can give you access. But what I have seen again and again, working with artists, talking to artists, watching artists, is this. It's not always the money that stops people. It's the feeling of being stuck. It's the feeling of not knowing what to do next. It's the feeling that you are trying, but nothing is moving. Yes, a lot of artists are not stuck because of money. Maybe you are stuck because you don't know what to do with what you already have. And before we're diving deeper into the topic, let me introduce myself. I'm an insider in the music industry, content creator, coach, and video producer. I work with artists on promotion, branding, social media strategy. I have filmed artists live on stage, been part of major events, and supported many behind the scenes because I truly understand the artist journey from the ground up. I bring it all together in a shorter, more straightforward form so you don't have to search for long. I do understand the feeling, and it does feel heavy, right? Because at some point, it's not even about the music anymore. It's rather like asking yourself, is this even working? Am I wasting my time? Or even should I just stop? And I want to talk to you exactly in this moment of time. And let's be honest here, there are days where you post and nobody reacts. You drop something and it stays quiet. You look at others and they maybe grow faster. You feel like you're putting in so much effort, but nothing comes back. And slowly something changes inside of you. You don't get as excited anymore. You start doubting your sound or even yourself. You overthink everything. You post and delete again. And then comes that thought, maybe this is not for me. But please, let me tell you something. And I need you to really hear this. Feeling like giving up does not mean you are on the wrong path. Sometimes it means you are just in a quiet phase, and nobody talks about that phase enough. Every artist has a phase where nobody's really watching, nobody is really supporting, nobody is really understanding what they're building. And that phase can feel very lonely because you're doing something, but it feels invisible. But what you don't see is you are improving every time you create. You are getting more confident on camera. You are finding your sound. You are learning what works and what doesn't, even if nobody claps yet. You have to understand that something is building. A lot of times when we say, I don't have money, what we actually mean is, I don't know what step to take next. Because if you had a clear plan, you would already start moving with what you have. And what do you actually have? You have your phone, your voice, you have your ideas, your story, and your time. And yes, your internet. And let's break this down very, very simple. Posting on TikTok is free. Posting on Instagram is free. Engaging with people is free. Building your presence is free. So the real question is not, do I have money? You have to ask yourself, am I using what is already in my hands? And of course, social media sometimes feels overwhelming. You see people going viral, oh, the perfect content is created and the big numbers are coming. Yes, it can make you feel small, but social media is not there to pressure you. It's there to give you access to people, access to opportunities, access to growth. And the only thing it really asks from you is, please stay consistent. It's not about being perfect, not expensive content, not a full team even. Just show up. And this is the part nobody likes to hear, but everybody needs the moment that matters the most. They are when you don't feel like posting, when you feel tired, when you feel unseen, when you feel like it's not working, because that's where most people stop. And if you continue right there in these time of moments and moods you are in, you already move differently. Even if it's just one small video or maybe one idea, one post, trust me, that's enough. Let me tell you something very powerful. People are very important. And if you don't do this actually for people, it will be hard anyway. Because the right people can open doors, support your visions, and actually grow with you. And yes, sometimes even work with you without money. Not because they're being used, but because they believe in you. A graphic designer, for example, who maybe just starting or seeing you and say, hey, let me design a cover for you. I also need work for my portfolio. Or a videographer might gonna say, hey, you know what? I like your vibes. Let's shoot something simple. And also another artist might gonna say, you know what? I'm feeling you, and I would love to have a collaboration, and let's both grow together. But this only happens if you show up, you stay active, and people can see your journey. Because seriously, nobody connects to someone or something that doesn't move. So let's slow this down for a second, because this part is everything. If you don't believe in yourself, trust me, you will stop too early, and you will doubt every step, and you will compare yourself constantly, and you will lose your direction. Belief is not loud. Belief is actually you in yourself, and it's quiet. It sounds like, hey, you know what? Let me try again, and let me post anyway, because I love what I do and I do what I love, right? Let me improve this. Even when nobody is watching, that's real belief. I really need you to understand this deeply. Slow progress is still progress. And building without money means you are learning everything step by step. You're building something solid. You are not just depending on money, you're building skills, and that is powerful. Listen to this. You're building skills, and that is powerful, because later, when opportunities come, you are actually ready. And yes, sometimes the hardest part is you don't know how close you are. You might be a few videos away from people noticing you, a few weeks away from consistency paying off, one connection away from something changing. But if you stop now, you will never see it. So if you're listening to this podcast right now and you feel tired and you feel like maybe this is not working, I want you to do one thing. Pause for a second and don't think about money, numbers, other artists. You know what you can and should do? Ask yourself, do I still love this? Do I still want this? If your answer in this moment is yes, I love this too much, then don't quit. You will not quit. Just adjust and keep on learning. Move slower if needed, but don't quit. Because this journey is not about who starts with the most. It's about who keeps going. I hope this podcast motivated you and you keep on going. Thanks always for the inspiration and the beautiful conversation we're having on our social media platforms. And I'm always happy to hear your feedback. And if you have questions or ideas, we always can talk about them. As you see in the show notes, you can find my landing page to all the Sunny Sunshine social media platforms where you can reach me. I'm looking forward to seeing, hearing, or reading from you. Much, much love. Sunny.
Music and everything in between with Sunny.